This is WGAL 8 Brainbusters. We're here at Studio A, where all crew, players, and audience members are fully vaccinated as we follow strict COVID protocols.
From Studio A, this is WGAL 8 Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Studio A. We are so glad you're here because today's a very important day. We are going to identify the last team to move on to the playoffs. Now, both of these teams, they know how to play. They know how to win. Trinity and Mechanicsburg are facing each other today, beginning now, with today's opening round. We have 10-point questions and one big brain buster brought to you by Turkey Hill. Welcome back to all 6 of you. It's great seeing familiar faces. Let's pick up those signaling buttons. Let's get to work now with this 10-point question. Half of the world's geysers are in this national park located in Wyoming. Jack? Yellowstone, Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. You are correct. Daniel Chester French sculpted the famous seated statue that overlooks the Tidal Basin in Washington, D.C. Whose statue is it, Jack, again?
Abraham Lincoln?
It is. Yes, it is the Lincoln Memorial. The formula for pi r squared gives you the surface area of a geometric solid. Which one, Jack?
Sphere?
Sphere. You are correct again. A European wheel has 37 numbers. An American one has 38. What game of chance gets its name, Jack?
Roulette?
Roulette gets its name for the French for wheel. The American wheel has a 00 on it. In London, the subway is called the London Underground or the Tube. What is it called in Los Angeles, St. Louis, Washington, D.C., Barcelona, and that's Connor?
Subway?
No, not the subway, sorry. Caracas, Copenhagen, Jack?
Metro?
The Metro is correct for 10 points. After you remove the protein from milk, you're left with this thin, watery yellow liquid. If you don't know what to call it, Alexandra?
Buttermilk?
Not buttermilk, no. If you don't know what to call it, ask Little Miss Muffet. What is this fluid? Jack?
Whey?
Whey, W-H-E-Y, yes. To encourage exploration, King John II of Portugal renamed it after Bartholomew Diaz had called it the Cape of Storms. What did the king call this promontory on... Connor?
Cape of Good Hope.
The Cape of Good Hope is correct. There are 108 lines in this Edgar Allan Poe's poem, and 72 of them end with the same sound, or. Connor?
The Raven?
The Raven, yes. Implore, Door, Lenore, and Nevermore. Good anticipation. Golf has its Grand Slam. Tennis has its Grand Slam. What is the only championship that both Grand Slams have in common? Jack? I think that is incorrect. Sorry. Connor?
The U.S. Open?
The U.S. Open's correct. It was the name originally given to the area a yoke of oxen could plow in a day. It's now equal...
An acre?
Cohen is correct with an acre, 4,840 square yards is the correct answer. And now it's time for the big brain buster brought to you by Turkey Hill. For 10 points and a gift certificate for Turkey Hill ice cream for everyone on the team. Citing conflict of interest, CNN fired this primetime anchor. Who is this, Jack?
Chris Cuomo?
Chris Cuomo is the television host that allegedly assisted his brother, the former governor of New York. Congratulations, Mechanicsburg. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. In what popular children's book, Alexandra?
Where the Wild Things Are?
Where the Wild Things Are by Morris Sendak. It was a bronze statue of the Greek sun god Helios, created by Caries of Lindos in 280 BC. It collapsed during an earthquake. Connor?
The Colossus of Rhodes?
The Colossus of Rhodes was one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's a star that was once a little larger than our sun, but has collapsed to a star only a few miles in diameter. What name is given to such a star? Connor again.
Neutron?
Neutron star, you're correct again. It's the number of atoms of hydrogen in 1 gram of hydrogen gas. What is this very large number, Jack?
Avogadro's number?
Correct. It is an English word with 3 sets of double letters in a row, O's, K's, and E's. What is the synonym for accountant? This is a little tricky. It's bookkeeper. Angiosperms are the most diverse group of plant animals with more than 300,000 species. What colorful feature is found on angiosperms? Jack?
Flowers.
Flowers is correct. In 2018, it changed its name to Eswatini. What is the former name of the landlocked...
Swaziland?
Swaziland is correct. The U.S. currently has 20 aircraft carriers. In 2003, the U.S. Navy commissioned the first aircraft carrier to be named for a living president. Jack?
Gerald R. Ford?
No, that's incorrect. Sorry, I'll complete the question for Trinity. Who was our 40th president? Oh, we stumped you on Ronald Reagan, the USS Ronald Reagan, and he died in 2004. Cowpens and Saratoga were battles fought during the American Revolution. During what war were the battles of Austerlitz and Borodino fought? Jack?
World War II?
No, not World War II, sorry. Connor?
King Philip's War?
No, good guess though. It's the Napoleonic Wars. It's in terms of scientific prefixes. If deca plus hecto equals kilo, what is kilo plus mega? Jack?
Giga?
Giga is correct. In Longfellow's poem, Miles Standish persuades his friend John to carry a proposal to Priscilla Mullins, who tells John to speak for himself. What is John's last name? Alexandra?
Smith?
No, not Smith. Any idea, Mechanicsburg? Oh, we stumped you on John Alden. As a solid, it kills roaches. In solution, it's an eye wash. Its chemical formula...
Saline?
Not saline, no. Oh, it's boric acid, H3BO3. Well, that now takes us to the end of the round and to our first break. Scores of 70 to 110, but it's early on in the game. We're only halfway through. We have the one-on-one rapid fire and team lightning rounds coming up. So don't go away because WGAL8 Brainbusters continues following these messages.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. The final 4 teams in the WGAL8 Brainbusters tournament will win cash grants. The 3rd and 4th place teams will receive $1,000 each. The 2nd place team will receive $3,000. And the WGAL8 Brainbusters champions will receive $5,000 in grant money. Now, here's Rich with our coaches and alternates.
Well, you're seeing today 6 wonderful students, but we couldn't do it without other people behind the scenes, and that's our coaches. So first, I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. Amy Kerstetter. You teach Spanish, or Senora Kerstetter, teaching Spanish at Trinity. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Nicholas Sansone is another coach. He's a science teacher. He's unable to be with us today. And also Dr. Bradley Testa, and you're the coach from Mechanicsburg. Thank you very much, and you are the business department chair. And Ethan Walter is the alternate next to you, and you enjoy learning about and listening to music. Fantastic. You must be a great mathematician as well. Okay. Scores look good, 70 to 110. It's still anybody's game because we have a lot more game left. So let's head right now into today's one-on-one rapid fire. It gives us a chance to talk to our players and learn a little bit about them and what goes on in their busy lives. For example, Ethan Brown, sophomore. Great to have you back. Now, you are a sophomore, but you already know what you want to study in college. Tell us about that interest.
Well, I'm thinking about meteorology. I'm not entirely set on it. Definitely some kind of science, though.
But perhaps meteorology, and maybe we'll see you as a weatherman here. You never know. Sophia Goss, a sophomore from Mechanicsburg. Great to welcome you back as well. And I was looking over your biographical sketch, and you said that you like to bake European desserts. I'm intrigued. I'm only thinking of cannolis. What do you bake?
So I've made macarons, I've made some different sponge cakes, Viennese whirls, I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
My goal is to make millefeuille, which is a little difficult, but.
Are you interested in starting a business one day?
Maybe not a bakery, but I'd like to work for one at some point. So.
Okay, good. All right. Sophia and Ethan, let's put you two one-on-one. This musical symbol looks like the pound sign or a number sign on your telephone. What is it? Ethan?
Sharp.
It's a sharp, yes. It's the uppermost layer of a tropical forest. It's the transparent covering of an airplane's cockpit. It's a cloth suspended over a 4-poster bed. Ethan?
Canopy?
It is a canopy. And finally, he used peas to determine the basic law of hereditary. What monk and scientist, his work formed the foundation of genetics? Oh, back to biology class, and you're going to remember Gregor Mendel. Sorry, okay. 90 to 110. Let's now meet our two captains. First from Trinity, pleasure to welcome back Alexandra Arnold, and you are a junior. And we've all had a lot of teachers in our lives, but there's one teacher so far, and you still have a year and a half left, that really stands out and that has impacted you. Who is that?
Yes, it's a teacher we've already met today, Mrs. Kerstetter, our quiz bowl coach. I've worked with her in a lot of different capacities for a long time, since elementary school. And she's always just been very supportive and pushed me to do my best, and it means a lot that she's here now for Quiz Bowl.
Oh, what a nice thing to hear. What a shout out for Mrs. Kerstetter. Thank you for sharing that. Jack Cicero is a junior. I was going to say a genius, but you've obviously demonstrated close to that. I'll tell you, you've done very well in that first round of play. And you are a junior at Mechanicsburg, and it's great to have you back. And besides your phone, besides your computer, and we all cherish those, there's other things that you cherish. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so one of the main things that's been a main component of my life is books and reading. It's kind of got me through a lot and kind of been with me for my whole life, especially fantasy books. I really love how you can, go to another world and, experience a bunch of different things and explore topics outside the bounds of reality.
So I love it. Now, are you reading still books with paper, or are you okay with electronic books?
I'm fine with electronic books. I much prefer paper books, though. I mean, I just think there's something about physically holding the book there and paging through it that just I can't be replicated with a ebook.
I feel the same way about the New York Times. I have to read it. I like to hold on to it. Okay, thank you very much, Jack and Alexandra. Let's put you two one-on-one. It's a colorless, odorless gas produced by the incomplete combustion of carbon. What is CO? Jack?
Monoxide?
Carbon monoxide is correct. He was called Jack the Dripper because he dripped, dribbled, and splashed.
Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock was the abstract artist, yes. And now it's time for the Millersville Epic Question of the Week.
1 year after the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the United States launched its first satellite in 1958. What was it called?
Jack?
Freedom.
Not Freedom, no. Alexandra, any idea? Alexandra?
Apollo 1.
No, it was the Explorer. Actually, the Explorer 1 to be exact. All right, 90 to 130. It's now time to meet our final players in today's match. So first, Connor Pushart, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. You are a senior. We've learned so much about you, but we didn't learn what you do for fun outside of school.
Yeah, I like to run. I do cross country and track and field at Trinity. And this past year, our cross-country team was able to win districts and go to states.
Because I guess when you're into running, you can always find I can exercise anywhere because you can say I'm going for a run as long as you have the right shoes.
Absolutely.
For it. Cohen Mangus is a junior. Great to have you back from Mechanicsburg. And we all have had teachers that stand out, but there's a teacher that you're working with currently and will continue with next year that really stands out for you. Who is that teacher?
It's Mr. Matt Marshall, and he's our AP Chem and Gifted Support teacher. He's really great. I like to sit in his room before school and during study halls, along with a bunch of my other classmates, and we debate everything under the sun.
That's great, and he encouraged you to do your best. I appreciate that. Well, Cohen and Connor, let's do your best now as we put you two one-on-one. In a battery, it converts chemical to electrical energy. In biology, it's the smallest structural unit of an organism. Connor?
Cell.
A cell is the four-letter word that has both of these meanings. Juan Miró, El Greco, Francisco Goya, and Salvador Dali are all famous artists from this country. Which country, Connor?
Spain.
They're all from Spain. And finally, it's a long rod with horsehair stretched tightly between its two raised ends used to play the violin and cello. What is it called? Cohen?
The bow?
The bow, yes, is absolutely correct. Good for you. That really helped your team. 110 to 140, a 30-point gap. But it's now time to pick up the pace and play today's 60-second team race. So, Alexandra, your team is behind at this point, but only by 30 points. So you will select first among these three quizzes. We have Potpourri, the Een scene, and the Fabulous 50s.
The Fabulous 50s.
In the 1950s, we liked Ike, we loved Lucy. So for 10 points each, identify these people, places, and things that also made history in the 1950s. Alexandra, I take your answer as the team's answer. Ethan and Connor are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. Good luck, and here we go. In 1950, war began in this Asian country as Chinese forces... Korea is correct. In 1951, television sets got this new feature thanks to RCA. Color, yes. In 1952, she became Queen of England. She still is.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Correct. In 1953, Edmund Hillary got to the top of this very tall mountain.
Mount Everest.
Correct. In 1954, Roger Bannister ran this distance in less than 4 minutes.
Mile.
Yes. In 55, Jonas Salk announced the development of the first vaccine for this disease.
Polio.
In 56, Egypt seized this waterway between the Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea.
The Suez Canal.
Correct. In 57, he published The Cat in the Hat.
Dr. Seuss.
Correct. In 58, John the 23rd became the new one after Pius XII died. Pope. In 1959, he led a revolution against Fulgencio Batista in Cuba.
Fidel
Castro.
He's the one. In 59, this Broadway musical opened with the words, "The hills are alive."
Sound of Music.
Correct. In 57, the National Guard had to be sent to this Arkansas city to integrate the schools.
Little Rock.
Little Rock. In 56, he became the only heavyweight boxing champion to retire undefeated.
Ali.
Rocky Marciano. In 55, the Soviet Union created this organization to rival NATO.
Eastern Bloc.
The Warsaw Pact. Wow, fantastic. 12 correct, 120 points came your way. Jack, you have your work cut out for you with the 2 remaining quizzes, potpourri or the Ean scene.
The Ean scene.
The Ean scene, this quiz is all about words that rhyme with Ean, E-E-N, like green, or bean, and 17. So for 10 points each, be a lean, mean quiz machine. Jack, I take your answer as the team's answer. Cohen and Sophia are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. It's an academic position in a college or university.
Dean.
Dean is correct. This organ of your body filters the blood and
Spleen.
destroys the spleen. It can precede B, Latifah, and Victoria.
Queen.
Queen. It's a snack bar or a small cafeteria or a flask for carrying drinking water.
Canteen.
Canteen. To lurch, to swerve, to rush headlong.
Pass.
Carene, the 4th century Roman emperor, rebuilt the city of Byzantium.
Constantine.
Correct. Edward Jenner developed one for smallpox.
Vaccine.
Vaccine. This fruit is a kind of peach, but it doesn't taste like it.
Nectarine.
Nectarine. Scary movies by John Carpenter or October 31st.
Halloween.
Halloween. 5 squared minus 3 squared.
16.
16. The greenish yellow gas is one of the halogens
Chlorine.
often used in pools.
Chlorine.
Chlorine. The granite city of Scotland, 3rd largest after Edinburgh and Glasgow.
Skip.
Aberdeen. Marie Antoinette, Maximilian Robespierre, and Antoine Lavoisier died this way.
A guillotine.
Guillotine, a broad, deep covered dish used for serving soups and stews.
Skip.
Tureen, C2H4.
Methane.
Ethylene, sorry, a member of the early Christian group that led to the Dead Sea Scrolls was Essene. 11 correct, great teamwork, 110 points came your way. Look at those scores, 230 to 250. And those scores this narrow as we are heading into today's bonus Brainbuster. During our break, our teams will wager 0, 5, or 10 points based on their knowledge of Kennedy Center honors. So we'll have the bonus Brainbuster and, of course, the all-important 20-point final frenzy when WGAL 8 Brainbusters continues following these messages.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL 8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're back. We have a fantastic competition between Mechanicsburg and Trinity. The score's 230 to 250, so it's anybody's game as we head into today's bonus Brainbuster. During our break, each of our team members wagered 0, 5, or 10 points based on their knowledge of Kennedy Center honors. Let's hear this question. We have Susan Shapiro with us. Susan.
Thanks, Rich. Here's your bonus Brainbuster question. Lorne Michaels was among the 5 honorees for the 44th Kennedy Center Honors on December 5th, 2021. What television show did Lorne Michaels create? Again, Lorne Michaels was among the 5 honorees for the 44th Kennedy Center Honors on December 5th, 2021. What television show did Lorne Michaels create? Good luck with your answer. And now back to Studio A. Rich?
Thank you, Susan. Good luck, players. We'll give you about 5 seconds. Okay, we'll wait for Alexandra to finish. Interesting. I know it's easy for a lot of us here, but let's see. Ethan, it's up to you. No wager, no answer, but wager of 5 points. Okay, so we're down -5. The Goldbergs, no, sorry. We're going to have to deduct 10 points from your score. Golden Girls, no. So we're going to have to deduct 25 points from your score. Sophia, SNL, yes, but a 0-point wager. Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels, the famed producer for years and creator. Jack, did you come up with Saturday Night Live? Euphoria, 0 wager, no. Cohen, 0 wager. NASA TV. All right. Wow. Well, that was an advantage for you not to wager anything. 205 to 250. Who is going to secure a place in the playoffs? Well, we're going to find out momentarily because here comes today's final frenzy. 20-point questions. Let's get to work now. It's the oldest form of writing in the world, developed by the Sumerians about 3200 BC. Jack?
Sanskrit?
Not Sanskrit, no, sorry. Alexandra?
Cuneiform?
You are correct. This mathematical series can be used to describe the spiral arrangement of petals on flowers. Alexandra
Fibonacci
again.
sequence?
Fibonacci, you are correct. Part of it belongs to Malaysia, part to Indonesia, and part to Connor.
Borneo.
Borneo is correct. Goneril is the oldest, followed by Regan and Cordelia, the youngest. Who is the father of these three Shakespearean sisters? Connor?
Othello.
No, sorry, incorrect. Any idea, Mechanicsburg? Jack?
King Lear.
He's the one, yes. The Erie Canal connects Lake Erie and the Hudson River. What canal connects Lake Superior and Lake Huron? Connor?
Mackinac.
No. No, it leads to Mackinac Island. It's the Sault Ste. Marie. Margaret Fuller, Bronson Alcott, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and Henry David Thoreau were leaders of this 19th century literary and
Transcendentalism.
Transcendentalism. Alexandra, you are correct. This historic province of northeastern France includes the cathedral city of Reims. Its vineyards produce a famous effervescent wine. Connor?
Tuscany.
Not Tuscany, no, sorry. Cohen?
Champagne.
Champagne is the correct answer. This former British crown colony was returned to China in 1997. Jack?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. This branch of mathematics is based on the study of permutations and combinations and is the foundation for statistics. What is it called? Connor?
Probability.
Probability, yes. It was a penal colony off the coast of French Guiana. Cohen?
Australia.
No, sorry. In which Alfred Dreyfus was sentenced in 1894. What was it, Trinity? Connor?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, no, sorry. It was Devil's Island. Italy invaded Ethiopia. Germany occupied the Rhineland. The Spanish Civil War began. Jack?
World War II?
No, sorry. And Germany invaded Austria. In what decade, Trinity? Connor?
1930s.
The 1930s. Connor, you are correct. An anagram of the title of this Shakespearean play is Her Mate Won the Fights. That's also the plot. In what? Sophia?
Taming of the Shrew?
You are correct. Monteverdi's Orfeo and Purcell's Dido and Aeneas are among the earliest examples of this modern musical form, such as La Boheme.
The opera?
They're operas. He was elected Pope of the Feast of Fools on January 6, 1482, according to Victor Hugo. Who is the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Connor?
Quasimodo.
He's the one. It's the first stage in the development of a flexible internal skeleton. What is the primitive backbone? Jack?
Spine.
Oh, sorry, neither is correct. It is the notochord. Well, that now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of this fantastic match. Trinity, you came out ahead and you defeated Mechanicsburg, so you will return for the playoffs. We hope to see you in just a few short moments.
Scorekeeping for WGAL 8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL 8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, another fantastic game here played at Studio A between our two teams. Congratulations, Trinity, with a score of 365. They are coming back for the playoffs. We look forward to seeing you on our next WGAL 8 Brainbusters when we welcome back our teams, our winning teams. First up, Carlisle versus Cedar Crest. One of these teams will head to the finals. Who will it be? Well, you'll have to tune in to find out. So we'll see you on the next WGAL 8 Brainbusters. So long for now.